Don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the Masterpiece figure number 54. This is the Reboost, so this is from Takara Tomy, and I got this while I'm on location here in Denver, and I thought we would take a look at it and see what we get. So open up the package here. Empty box. Alright. So, Reboost here comes as you see packaged. Sorry about the cut there, folks. My tripod decided to try and run amok. So, he comes with instructions, which I have to point out, this is the very first Masterpiece Transformer I have purchased in a very long time. Honestly, they priced me out of the game. So it looks like it transforms in 44 moves. Here is his card. And opening up the clamshell here. We get our vehicle. We get this little thingy. We get this weapon. This weapon. This weapon. And this clear plastic human. Alright, so I believe this thing has some articulation. It does. The arms can move in and out. They're on ball pegs. And the legs fall apart. Oh, Masterpiece stuff. I'm getting flashbacks to Spike here. Alright, so these things are, I guess, more suggestive than anything else. Excuse me, this thing right here has handlebars that move up and down. The wheels don't move? No, the wheels don't move. What the heck? The wheels don't move. Why don't the wheels move? I don't know why, but that comes up. Apparently it doesn't go all the way up, but apparently it goes up a little bit. Yeah, can the little dude sit on him? Not really, no. Yeah, I guess he can, but yeah. This thing right here, it's interesting, but I am so disappointed in this thing. I have to tell you, I bought this version of the mold for this, and it is, well, let's just say it disappoints me. The car here looks nice enough. Kind of reminds me of a Honda. That's because it is a Honda. Yeah, it looks a little bit like a Honda that has a robot underneath it. Not much to say about this thing. In case you were curious how big it is, just to give you a sense of scale there, the card, the card is bigger than it is. It's wider than it is. Yeah, let's see. Yep, that pops open. This is supposed to fit in there some way. So there's that. Do the doors open? Yes, the doors open. Oh, there's the rest of the robot. Okay, well, there's something. What about the hood? Does the hood open? Now, I actually like that quite a bit. I actually do kind of like that. That looks nice. Alright. So, I bet you there's a way to put these weapons and things in here. If you look, you can see tips and indentations. So, let's do scale comparison in this mode, and then we will go into transformation. Alright, transforming this little guy here isn't the hardest thing I've ever done, but it isn't the easiest thing I've ever done either. So, full disclosure, I have transformed him once, and from this point forward he's probably just going to be in robot mode. Oh, I forgot when I was transforming him back. These flip out. So that's the first thing I'm going to do is just put those in there and just leave them. Next, come back here, pop this, separate this, and this is clear plastic, so be mindful of these little tabs that go in here. It'd be very easy to break them. So put your finger in here to separate it and just kind of pull it out of the way. All this will come down, just kind of like that. Now, separate your legs and lift this up and down. There is a pin system here that honestly kind of worries me quite a bit. It's not the most elegant thing I've ever seen, and I'm concerned it's going to break, or fail over time. Bring this in, shut that down, pull your foot out. It's on a hinge system. Open up your toe, swivel this around, flip that in, and that's a leg all done. One more time. Open that up, open this up. Again, that pin and that port right there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright, we'll pull this down, open up the heel spur, take the toe, turn in the tire, pull down this piece right here to fill in the gap, just like that, and there are the legs all done. Just that quick. Okay. Now, the hardest part of this transformation for me is getting these arms out. There is a double hinge on this piece right here, and you've got to maneuver your arms out, which is not the easiest thing in the world. There's not a whole lot of clearance here, and it doesn't really want you to do that. It will, but you kind of have to work around things and move plastic pieces that don't want to move. It's not the best design. Open this up right here, and there's a pin right here that's going to go into a port in the tire. Let's see, where's the port at? It's right there. And that will lock your tire in place, theoretically. I guess when you get it lined up just right. Come on, Goldilocks. Can y'all see that indentation right there? Let's see if we can get it in there. There we go, just like that. Okay. Let's see if we can do that again. Open this up and rotate this so that it'll line up properly. And come on now. There we go. Lock it into place. Now, we want to take these bits, fold them up, bring them in. Fold them up, bring them in. And they will lock into ports. I don't know if y'all can see them or not. They're right in there. They'll lock right in there, theoretically, when everything is lined up properly. And mine's not. There we go, that one's in. That one's shifted on me. Come on now, get in there. There we go. So both of them are locked in place now. Spin your arms around, bring them down. And there's an arm. Rotate around. There's an arm. So now all we're doing is missing the head. And this will come unplugged and swivel down. The head will swivel up, rotate around like that, and then this will collapse in two places and just come in and sit like that. And here is Reboost in his robot mode. Now he has 3 weapons, and there's a pin system and a port system. Should theoretically just go right on like that. Yep, goes on no problem. Goes on no problem. Now, the gun here is odd. Instead of having your typical Masterpiece port, it's got the same indentation and port system here. So, he'll hold that just fine too. Alright. Articulation. The head is very, very tight. It's might be a ball joint, can't tell. It'll look up, looks like a ball joint. It won't really look down that much, but it'll go all the way around. The doors will open and close as needed. The arms can do a full 360. They can go all the way up, so that's good. Actually, they can go in a little bit. I wonder with that system if you can get a butterfly. Not really. You really don't get a butterfly. Elbows, double jointed, bends all the way, and that's actually not a bad looking joint. Bicep rotation, undoubtedly a mushroom peg right there. But if you look, if you can see inside there, it looks like it's got gears or something. I think that's neat. The hands are your typical Masterpiece typewriter hands, where you have the index finger that is individually articulated. It goes all the way around. On that mushroom peg you can actually see. Yeah. Let's see, waist. He does not have an ab crunch, although he does have full rotation here. The hips, ratcheted. It can't go back. So it'll go out that way, that far. But this flap right here prevents it from going backwards. Interesting. That's serious limitation in articulation. That's as far out as he'll go. Thigh swivel is built around this joint here. The knee, a little bit better than 90 degrees. Although, be careful, it will break the transformation. The foot has a rocker that will go that far. Toe tilt up. Not foot up, toe tilt down, and that's what you're going to get for articulation. Not sure what I think about this. Better say that. Oh, this leg is extremely loose. This one, not as much. Okay, so that's a concern. And they're pinned. I can't even. I might be able to put some floor polish in there. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's do scale comparison, and then we'll do final thoughts. Hey, Tom! Did you see me riding around on Optimus? Why, yes, Nemesis, I did. I was quite surprised to discover he allowed you to do that. What do you mean, allowed? You know what I mean. What are you doing on the far side of the screen? It's where you put me. We can see your hand. Ha. Ah! I'm still in the shot. That's better. Gosh, folks, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Nobody else does either. Shut up, Nemesis. All right, final thoughts wise, let's see here. What do you say about this guy? I know I'm probably going to piss some people off when I say this, but this thing feels like a KO. For those of you who have watched my channel for a while, if you remember the prowl, the KO prowl that I got, the arm literally fell off of it. And while this thing does have some die cast in a couple places, it feels like a KO to me. And this is not what I expect from a Masterpiece Transformer. Now granted, this thing was $90, so it wasn't up to, say, the MP44 standard. But there's a conversation to be had about loose joints, and this is the official Masterpiece release. A Masterpiece, as you've heard me say before, is supposed to be the best of the best. It is supposed to be insurpassable. It is a masterpiece by definition. I'm sorry, this is not a masterpiece. It is okay. And if this is what we're going to get for $90, I think we may have to have a discussion about whether or not Takara is worth what they're doing here. If this was my first Transformer, I would have some serious doubts about whether or not I'd buy another one for the price point. That's the point, the price point. I have held, and I will continually hold, that for $100 of my hard-earned money, this should be almost perfect. Now, I'm behind the times. I understand inflation. I get all that. But for $100 to spend on a hobby, this thing should be just shy of perfect. That's my opinion. If you want to purchase it, I think it's okay. It's nothing that you're going to get really excited about, but it's also nothing that I think is going to really dissuade you. Be mindful of those little bits right there, because they will break. This is Tom. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Vitamin John. Operators are standing by.